The next one we have the online processing system. This is the system whereby computer terminals are directly connected and controlled by the central computer. This is another data process. They do normally use it in the company, whereby the computer will have the terminal which will control the other computers, and so the other computers can connect with the central computer. So that we call that one online processing system. Then we have a batch processing. So these are the techniques whereby jobs are entered, stored, and then run at a time under a control of operating system. So this is a batch processing that you can do many jobs within a time at the point in time which can be controlled by the operating system. Now, what are the terminologies? There are some terminologies in the computer which we like you to know very well. We have a garbage in, garbage out. What is the meaning of a garbage in, garbage out? Is that this means that whatever one feeds into the computer, either correct or incorrect, it's exactly what will be processed and produced as output. Because if you type A, that A is what will appear on the screen, and that's what gives you the output. It is the command that you command the computer, that's what the computer will do for you. So that's what we call garbage in, garbage out. What you fed in the computer is either right or correct. If it is right, it gives you what is right. If you type incorrect, it gives you incorrect. So then another one is the debugging. Debugging. This is the process of deleting, tracing, and eliminating error in the computer program by the programmer. So this is just when the programmer is in the course of designing the software, and when there is error, it deletes it. When there is it deletes and traces those errors and quickly put them out from the design, so that it will not affect the software that is being designed. So that is the end of the topic for introductions to data processing. We'll be talking about Team 3, which is a departmental and branch account. So we have two topics under this Team 3. The first will be talking about the first topic, which is the departmental account. What is the departmental account? Departmental account are accounts relating to the departments or division of the business is being desired to ascertain the trading result of each department separately. Now, when we're talking about department is the way we prepare department account relate also to the way we present we prepare trading profit and loss account. But the distinct between the departmental account, departmental and trading, is that a company is a situation whereby a company has a different department in a particular company. So with the help of departmental account, it helps that organization to know the profit of each department. So that is the reason why our departmental account emerged. Before we go to the calculations, we talk about the advantage of a departmental account. Why are we preparing the departmental account? Is that they compare of results of different departments to know the performances of each department, which has the different goods and different services. Now, compare of results of different departments, and another one is the error can be easily detected, because when there is a perpetration of fraud. So when a departmental account is presented, then an accountant could easily trace the error when the need arises. Then the next one is it helps in monitoring the progress of each department, to know the performance of each department, and you can ascertain the performance through preparing the trading account of each department. So the profit realizing from each department will help the accountant to know the performance of each department. The fourth one is the gross profit of each department can be readily obtained because when the reason why we're preparing trading profit and loss is to ascertain the net profit at the end of the day. So having prepared department of each trading profit and loss of each department could be able to ascertain the profit of them, and through that you can make decisions or to know that this department is performing than the other department. Now, before we go into calculation, we will likely look at the basis of allocation in department accounting, departmental account. You know, we have a different department. You can be segregated to maybe department A, department C, department C. So there is a kind of basis of allocation whereby they use to distribute expenses to each department. You know, we have different type of expenses. We have a rate and rent, we have insurance, we have lighting, electricity, and the likes. So with the help of basis of allocation, it will help an accountant to allocate the expenses to each department, since you are having more than 2 or 3 departments, even if it is 3 or 2. So with that basis of allocation, you will be able to divide that expenses among the department. So now these are the basis of allocation. Under expenses, the suggested basis of allocation, because you will be given in the additional information, and with the help of this table, we'll be able to help you when you are preparing a departmental account as touching the additional information. Now, rate and rent, the basis of allocation for rate and rent is what we call floor area. Then we talk about heating and lighting is also classified under a floor area, and power and lighting is classified under horsepower. That is the basis of its allocation. Then we talk about depreciation, which is the asset employed by each department. It is the basis of allocation. Then insurance of premises is also classified under the floor area. Likewise, printing and stationery is classified under direct analysis. Then we have certain expenses like debt, we have a bad debt, we have a discount allowed, carriage outward, advertisement. They are classified, their base of allocation is under turnover. That means you can distribute it based on the ratio of the sales, because sales is what we call turnover. Now we'll talk about the salaries and wages, and that is classified under number of staff employed. Then we'll talk about carriage inward, which is under the purchases. That is the basis of allocation. Then when we're talking about the income, income is the same thing as the discount received, because it will be treated in the credit side of the account. So the base of allocation for discount received is purchases, because you could see that those items relate to the base of allocation. That is the reason why that is the mode method of allocating those expenses in between or among the department. Now, this is the format of departmental account. You can see that it is more or less trading profit and loss, but the only distinct here is that you have we have a department A and we have a department B, where the two departments will be total. So it has no difference. You see the opening stock like the one we have in the trading profit and loss account. We have purchases, we have carriage inward, but there's something I want to lay emphasis on, which is the inter-department transfer. There are some questions. The question can come in that form, whereby you'll be told that the good is transferred from department A to department B. Now, how do we go about it? Now, looking at the format, you will see that the department B is bracketed. Now, if good is sent from department B to department A, that means you less goods from department A from the purchases. You can see that if you trace it down to the purchases, because out of the purchases was transferred to department A. So now you will deduct it from the purchase of department B, and then you add it to the department of A. And you can see here that the inter-department transfer is a bracket here, which signifies subtract, and we can see that it is being added in the department A. So, and the left closing stock gross profit, we have expenses and on the debit side, which is a discount allowed, salary, and the likes. Then we have a gross profit, which is under it we have a discount received and the other income. So it has no differences. The same way you prepare during profit and loss, that is exactly you prepare your departmental account. The same thing happens to the balance sheet, whereby you have a capital, then net profit from each department, which is Department A and Department B is given. Then you record the necessary items as well. On the other side, we have a fixed asset, which is a land and building. You have equipment, you have a motor, plant and machinery. And the under current asset, you can see that the stock is classified as the A and B, Department A and B. You can see it, and it's been totaled together. So at the end of the day, you balance your account. Now let's go to illustration based on what we have been discussing, so as you work and exercise on it, so that we're able to know it. And don't forget the base of application. That is what we are going to apply in the question when you are given this question like this. Now let's go to the illustration. The following trial balance for the year ended 31st December 2000 was extracted from the book of Benga Enterprise. Now the trial balance is being drawn here, which you can see the items you are classifying under the side which they belong to. So you can see the capital, we have drawings, premises at cost, and the likes. Then you can see that at the end of the day is the trial balance on the debit side and credit side is total 731,840 at the end of the day. Now let's really go to additional information, and that is a very